Hello, welcome back to the Mr. Arsenal podcast for another watch along of a different little watch along that's Arsenal related, and it's Arsenal women versus Villa. I'm sorry, I'm running late. It's just kicked off, by the way. Literally just panicked. My computer's been a pain in the arse, hence I'm late. I do apologise, but we are here now, and it's a big game. It's basically all. The thing is, the reason it's a big game for the Arsenal ladies today is the final game of the season, and it's winner take. It's a winner takes all situation in the sense of we are currently third in the league, and this season, instead of usually being 2 Champions League spots, it's 3, and we're in that final spot. But we need to win. If we lose, Man United will win handsomely, then we lose out on the Champions League spot on goal difference. But it's in our hands. Our goal difference is far superior as it stands, and yeah. Wrong one, sorry. Oh, see, I'm all over the place. And there's the scoreline there. And apparently video scored already. Fucking hell. Oh, my days. I must be behind one set. But do bear with me. Bloody, I'm all over the fucking place. Right. Typical. As I said, we have to do is fucking win, and we're fucking losing apparently. Oh, give me strength. No, okay. Against Man United. Oh, I thought if I could give you an heart attack there, fucking Nathan. Yeah, literally before we went live, I saw that goal. Yeah, it's fucking hell. Jesus, what you trying to do to me, Nathan? Jesus Christ. Oh, my days. But yeah. Just bear with me a second. I'm too all over the place. Oh, I think. I'm trying to think. Sorry, my head's all over the place. You find out what the fucking all games are cutting. Also, all Chelsea winning 1-0 4 minutes in. But basically, I will be keeping an eye on the other games as well for. Because the league title's not up yet, but Chelsea have the upper hand. All they have to do is win today, and they win the title. They're currently winning 1-0, 4 minutes in. City are playing West Ham away. But yeah. Oh, my days. I'm all over the place. Yay. That's about right with me. Oh, my days. Yeah. FA.com, that's the one. Says I don't mind losing against Villa today because it will put you 11th, you cheeky fucker. Oh dear. But it puts us 11th for a few hours, and then we thump Villa. Because this is the thing with Arsenal. They'll thump Villa, and I mean this game, nothing to play for. We'll thump them tonight, relegate them, and yeah, we'll be back in the dizzy heights of 10th. Woohoo! Oh my days! Just bear with me while I'm trying to find the fucking right bloody thing. Oh my days! That it? I'm assuming that's it. I don't know. Got it, cool, whatever. I just want to watch the fucking game if you let me. You all, thank you very much. I will also put the fucking what's name on, won't I? Oh, fuck, of course I've got to sign up. Why? Don't give nothing away for free, do they? I didn't know. Create an account, fuck it. I will check your query in a minute. I believe she is playing, because, yeah. I believe she's playing. I did see you playing once. My head's all over the place. Not been a good few days for me, trust me. Not just in the Arsenal sense. Oh dear. Next. Mel, obviously. Come on now, bloody hell, Oh, if that's the case, I can sign in then. Fantastic. Woohoo. Go away. Oh, for God's sake, just fucking let me. Oh, give me strength. Great start to the day. Here we go. Loading up. What it wants to. There we go. Off and running. 7 minutes in. Still on. I haven't missed anything yet, but we are at home as well. Let the women's team are at home at Bournemouth. And yeah, it looks like she's playing. I have to go back and forth, but do bear with. Between that, the one tab to the other. Miedema is playing, and I believe Van der Donk for the sword number. One set. Most Arsenal win games, mate. It's a great team and day out. But that's the fit. That's another thing I actually enjoy. Or Man United women are winning 1-0. Oh my God. Against Everton. Okay. Now we definitely have to score. Come on, Arsenal. Please don't let me down today. Well, women might hopefully anyway, so that's all. But yeah, that's the thing. For years, as you'll know, then for years, the women's team have been, from the Arsenal's perspective, fantastic, putting the men's team to shame. And also, for anyone that doesn't know women's football, and I just got into it in the last few years, the Arsenal women's team are the first and only English team still to this day that's won all 4 trophies in one season. That's the league title, the Women's League Cup, Women's FA Cup, and the Champions League. It was called something different, but it's now about. Since then, we branded it as Champions League, so we are the first English women's team to win the Champions League, and North London team and London team. So that's what. But yeah, that in 2007, 06/07 season. But yeah, and then obviously we've dominated even before it all went. Money got involved, and Chelsea and Man City threw money at the women's game to do what they're doing in the men's game. We were fucking balking that league. 9 times out of 10, we'd win the league, win everything pretty much. I mean, what was it? For good, I'm trying to think now. 7, 8 years, probably possibly more. The women's team were actually winning, getting to the FA Cup final, women's FA Cup final, not every year, and pretty much winning it on the day, 3-4-0 against anyone. Yeah, I mean, this season itself, I've enjoyed watching the women's team, obviously, a lot more than the men's game, if I'm being brutally honest. Here we go on the attack now. Go on, get the cross in. Corner, I think it is. Is that corner? Yeah. Come on, you have to win today, girls. Come on. Also, if you're new to the channel, do subscribe, do smash that like button, and also share the content around on all social media platforms: Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Discord if you're on Discord or have a Discord. Basically any and everything. Snapchat, I don't care, WhatsApp, and all that. Just share the hell out of it. Because as of next season, because that's the thing, that's the one flaw from my side of it on the channel wise that I haven't really covered much this season. It's women's team, they deserve it, let's be honest. And that from going, because obviously this is last coming of the season, so from next season, we've got the FA Cup still to play for because that's been delayed and that's now going to overlap and all that. But we'll be covering from here on in every Arsenal women's game from this point onwards. I'll be covering that. Includes obviously the FA Cup this season, and then next season when it goes on to Sky and all that. Even if they don't play showing on Sky, I will be covering every Arsenal game, women's game, non-stop basically, and that includes Champions League as well. The Champions League campaign, if we qualify, because as it stands, we are now. I think it's goal difference that puts us actually keeps us there. Actually, I'm trying to think. Have a look. I know a goal difference is not massive, but it is actually superior to that's got a better goal difference than us is Chelsea. Hence why they are where they are. What 12 minutes in? We'll get back to counter attack by the looks of it, but we have as you'd expect with a women's game, if anyone watches a women's game, well, counter-attack as it stands. Unset, we just see what happens here. Ball comes, well, blocked from Mida. There's another thing I like about Mida as well, is he actually does track back and defend as well. Fucking thing. Bloody Sky needs to sort their app out because it's doing my head in. Well, apparently we're above them by a point. It can't be updated because, yeah, I don't know. I'll keep an eye on it. Oh dear. But yeah, I'm going back and forth between one tab to the other, so that's why I'm literally doing what I'm doing. But yeah, it's still 0-0. But we are, that's what I'm saying. We do play. The women's team plays some fantastic football, and in terms of league-wise, this is going to be Joe's last, the Arsenal women's manager. His last league game in charge of the Arsenal ladies. He's going back home to Australia because obviously with everything that's gone on there last year, it took a lot of strain on him and his family. He can't, obviously, because he can't travel back and forth and see his family because his wife and kids live out in Australia. And obviously, there's no such thing the end in sight. This fucking travel restrictions and all that. So he's just called it a day, really. You know what would be fantastic if we can then, obviously, this game in general, end the league campaign, getting in Champions League football. And he's done fantastic when he came in, because he came in and the women's team was there was no consistency because we were for a phase back then when he first arrived, of the coaches going in and out after not doing really that well, doing okay, but not in the league itself, not doing what was expected really. We'd win the Women's FA Cup every now and then as well, get to a final, but in terms of the league, but he came in first full season, not only won the league that in his first full season, he won it unbeaten. And that is absolutely, I mean, fantastic. And obviously, I'm trying to think now. Last season as well was our defence of the trophy. I personally got. As an Arsenal fan, you can say I'm being a bit biased, but it was wrongly taken off of us in the sense of we felt because of the pandemic and it paused the season, and obviously the season was then ended with the remaining games finished, and mathematically the league hadn't been won, and they just gave it to Chelsea because they were top, and hey, why not? They did it that points per game ratio bollocks thing. The basic guesswork. They assumed that Chelsea didn't go on to win every game from there on in, and kept them top. But we were second, and in all our games were the games that were remaining. We didn't have to play City or Chelsea in the running, and they assumed that somehow we'd fuck up and they dropped us a third and put Man City second. I think politics got involved there. I think a few backhanders, not politics, backhanders came about there. Ironically, that we were the only out of all the positions in the league, the only positions that changed was third and second when they did the guesswork, and that really pissed me off. And it also and the fact that Emma Hayes, I can't stand her either as in a managerial career, because obviously she's been at Chelsea. And she forgets the attitude she gives off, especially when it comes to Arsenal. She slags us off. And of course, coming in, she slags us off something chronic, and it's like, hang on, if it weren't for us, obviously your playing career, given the playing career you had, you would be fuck all. How dare you, basically? There's some bitterness behind, and I can't stand it, basically. It does my fucking loafing. Go live, please. Oh, for God's sake. Bear with me a second. I'm just going to do a Facebook's playing up again. Of course it is. There we go. Boom. And we are going live on Facebook. Now, yes. Cool. But yeah, I mean, What's going on here? I'm literally going back and forth, and there's a video playing fucking mind games, basically, fucking about the ball. They got the goalkeeper and referee ran over it. Well, again, I've got no sound because I put sound on it. It'll go through to your end, and then it all kicks off because I get done for copyright. Because even though they can't see it, because you can hear it, fuck off. But yeah, she just done. Emma Hayes does my head in, and she's like, and she literally like chest out last, as in, we deserved it. But you didn't technically win it. You didn't earn it because you didn't win it mathematically, as in play your games to win it. It would have been a lot fairer just to fucking basically stop the season there and then, as it was. Even though mathematically, obviously, league title and all that wasn't actually done and all that. Just void it basically. None of them void it because it was so close as well. Because it was still close. They could have been cool. Just void the fucking season and start again this season, but no. Oh, go on. Ah, man, I mean, shots for the arse woman. Best chance of the game so far, literally, and keeper just goes to basically it falls towards some Manamida and yes, gets into the box, and I think she holds onto it a bit too long. She's got the shot off a second early. It could have been 1-0 Arsenal, but she held on a bit too long and go to keep enough time to get herself big and get the block in, and then defence came back and helped out in the end. Oh dear. Big up Stefan. Right, Stefan, big win for you today. I know obviously it meant nothing for your guys in the end in terms of the last game season. It was nothing gained from the win apart from the points, but still a win's a win, and it gives you some sort of oomph going into obviously now the pre-season, and obviously next season. I think next season's gonna be. I mean, League One's been tight for a few years because of the amount of Premier League clubs in the in League One now. Obviously yourselves, Charlton, Pompey, because they fucked up today as well. They all Pompey had to do today, by the way, is win a game, and they fucked it. And they were at home, and they fucked. Yeah, they were at home. Yeah, they were. And they fucked it. But I think Pompey actually out of the teams currently in it, because we don't know about the playoff teams yet. Who's going to be still in and around basically. But ball's going back in corner. I say Pompey will be the team to if Portsmouth keep with Dan Cowley and his brother, they don't bin him off, because let's be honest, he inherited a fucking mess when he came in. He held on too long with Kenny Jackett, and he had the fact he got him in this position in the first place is a miracle, with all due respect to where they were when he came in. Keep with him, give him the pre-season, give him the season, and I think Pompey will get automatically promoted next season along with either Charlton or Ipswich for the second spot. And also, you've got to remember the teams coming. I am taking consideration teams coming down as well. I think Sheffield Wednesday will be a playoff spot. Wickham will be around playoffs. I think as well. If they can keep the core if they can keep the core of what they've got this season, or all of them, fantastic. They'll be up there. They should, full due respect. Rotherham, I can't. Rotherham are a team that's pissed me off in the last few years. They go up and down, and it. You get to a point, just if you want to be up, do your best to stay up. Stop being a yo-yo club, because you're becoming like the Championship League One equivalent of fucking West Brom from about 10 years ago. Up and down. Come on, some good play here from the Arsenal ladies, by the way, women's team, or whatever you want to brand it as. Okay. Come on, get the ball off. Unlucky. Got the ball back. Cool. Villa are actually just literally, if anyone's watching the game itself, are literally just sitting back soaking up the pressure and trying to contain and frustrate us. They're coming for the point, obviously. Give me strength and fucking mic. All right, can you go? Work. Jesus Christ. And now, yeah, that's frozen. Of course it has. This has happened before in recent years. Yeah. Bear with me one sec, I'll be back. Well, you do know you have Arsenal instead of Man United. This is Arsenal. Come on. The thumbnails will be a giveaway. This obviously isn't Man United, but I'm not covering Man United Aston Villa versus Man United at half time, by the way. But that in that game itself, it's half time. But they come on the thumbnail. Nice. Oh dear. So he says Arteta will get sacked, and I hope the couple will appoint another. Well, not. This is the thing. For all the thing of me wanting Arteta to be sacked, then I do. I stand by that because he isn't good enough. Let's be honest. We need before we can even think about getting rid of him and getting a new man in. We need to get rid of Stan Kroenke. Like him and his son need to piss off because otherwise we're going to be in endless loop. Because all Stan will do is they will sack Mikel, and then you're going to see, and as you say, another risk being brought in, and it'll be an endless cycle. We'll be in a worse position next year because we'll be battling for fucking survival. Because this is the way we're going. I was chatting to someone earlier on Twitter. Obviously, discussing them coming on the channel and this and the other, and then we discussed about the current situation. And because there is planned protest today as well outside the Emirates going ahead of the game. It's already planned in way in advance, but then idiots fucking decided, no, we need to applaud and clap the players, get behind them, show my support instead of actually protesting like it was initially planned and all that. So so then the protest obviously then gets moved to today. But I think the result, what happened on Thursday night, in the end, hopefully gets enough people off their backsides to turn out the numbers again today. Please, for the love of God. Seriously, Stan isn't going anywhere. Why should he? This is the thing. I get what you're saying, but now we're not going to be in European football next season. Going back to the game quickly while I'm doing this. Whilst we're not getting European football next season now because we're out of Europe in the competition itself, and we're not going to be getting there via the league. Let's be honest. It'd be a fucking miracle, let's be honest. And even though probably be the conference, it's pointless. The fact of the matter is, the value of the club is going to drop in a couple of weeks' time when the league is over. It's already dropped in a sense, but officially it'll drop because then you'll know for definite that we're not in Europe. And the value of the club then automatically drops. And then sponsorships get pissy because, hang on, we've signed up for you to be in a European team, competing for getting back into the Champions League, this, that, and the other. You're fucking declining at a fucking rapid decline as well. Get back into what I was saying before, by the way, in a second. But what I was talking about before, in the sense of who I was talking to, and this, that, and the other. That's why answering your coming back at you, Stefan, and what you said there. I get what you're saying, but at the same time, the club is going to start losing money. Because they're not in Europe, the club is going to start losing money. Not just from certain fans that can't be bothered, because sponsorships, lots of Adidas and all that. Because they've already released the fact the season's not even ended, and for the first time ever in my knowledge, my lifetime, Arsenal are releasing kit ranges for next season, even though it's training gear, still, if it's next season's training gear, uses that sort of stuff, the training stuff, gear and all that, for next season, gets released on the same day as the new home kit or in the away kit, in the waste, and all that monarchy. The fact they've released it a month and a half early than they usually do says it all. And the fact that people shouldn't be going, hopefully they won't be going out spending money, they won't get the mass sales that they usually get because the fans are just pissed off and they've had enough. And not just I did that, all the other sponsorships will wait, hang on, and then they will just pull out. We'll lose more sponsorships there. So again, the value of the club goes, eh. So you get to a point if he holds on, he won't even get to make a profit out of the club if he was to sell on at any point because he won't be worth anything anywhere near what he fucking paid for forked out for all the shares that he has. Also, Taib and anyone that's watching, who was it? Someone I can't remember who it was. He retweeted a tweet from Voldemort, as you guys like to refer to him to, saying that Arteta will be sacked tomorrow, apparently, and we should have his word. See what happens there, eh? I don't think they will sack him until. But I think that's what I'm saying. We can't, as much as we want him out of the club, the bigger picture is things won't get better. There's no point to get rid of him because in the current ownership, because that ownership will get another clown in. And it was being again back here again this time next year. And I'm pissed off at the PR bollocks we're getting from the fucking club as well. Oh, we're going big this year. We're going to do everything we can to get out of it. Out of this mess. You've been saying for the last 11 years. Fuck off. End of. Period. I'm not fucking buying it. Ever. But yeah, as I was saying about 5 minutes ago, literally, this guy's discussing what's going on at the club and all that, the ownership and our thoughts on the manager and what needs to come first. And we both agreed that, if anything, ownership needs to change before we change our manager. Let's be brutally honest, because as I said, we're reading into stuff. We just exercise someone else, so there's another clown. We'll be back here again next year, if not in a worse position than we already are. We're struggling to get fucking 10th, for fuck's sake. 10th. With the players and the money that we've thrown at the situation. And we're 10th. And out of Europe. Can't even get past Villarreal. Can't even get a shot off on target against Villarreal. Well, okay, one. Over 90 minutes at home against Villarreal. Unai Emery's Villarreal, by the way. And I'm just, yeah. In terms of the game, but going back to the game, half hour in, seems to be like breaking the game because, again, I can't know how that sounds. I'm assuming it's just a water break because of the heat that got down there. Jonathan in the chat, big up Jonathan, is saying Arteta gets sacked and then the owners set up right after. Look, as long as they don't hire, as long as this current ownership doesn't hire the next manager, I don't care. Then if that's the case, if it plays out like you're saying there, fine, I'm happy with that. But we need them not to hire anyone else. They cannot hire another. They've had after him, they inherited Wenger. They fucked him over. As bad as he was declining as a manager in modern day football, they still fucked him over. They hired their first ever manager, Unai Emery. That should someone they brought in themselves, and that went to shit. They fucked over in the process of fucking finding a replacement for Unai. They fucked over club legend and Freddie Ljungberg and really fucked up the arse with how they approached it all, as I've got into before. And they're fucking over Mikel. As bad as he's been this season, they still fucked him over. I mean, imagine that either of a season promoting into a manager and putting more pressure on him. So everything's put on him and Edu, basically. Yeah. Here's what it is. Oh, my days. I don't get how this is still in there. We've had literally 32 minutes into this game and we've had pretty much most of the ball. Again, Villa is just camping outside their box and trying to contain and frustrate us and get us on the counter every now and then. We've had the best chance of the game as well, and it's a throw-in. It fell from Melamida. But she, as I said earlier, she held on to it a bit too long and unlucky. Unlucky. And yeah, she basically allowed the keeper to make herself big enough to get in the way of the ball and block the ball off and going in the net. Otherwise, we'd be going 1-0 Arsenal as it stands. But hey, it is what it is. Bloody chat needs to stop. Why is it the chat keeps fucking freezing on me? I will be doing a Watchalong, as you already know. I've always set the stream up anyway for later on. 6:25. Me and the guy Melvin, Gary, Warren, and a few other, and Russ are going to be on for that tonight for the men's side of it. Hoping not to be let down. I mean, I doubt it because it's the men. They like to fuck us over, quite literally. Oh dear. Bear with me. I'm trying to sort these comments, get your comments up because this is doing it's literally frozen on my screen. Oh my days. Like, sorry, we should be at least 1-0 up in this game, by the way. Oh dear. Oh, sorry. Continuing. Good. Come on, let's get this. If we can get a goal before half time, that's fantastic. That'd be great. Ajax have beaten Feyenoord away 2-0. Well, actually, we won the league, haven't they? So, pretty meaningless game in that sense. By the way, loving how Sky are only looking out for Chelsea, Man City's game results in the women's game today. They ain't even bothered about this on any other situation. Fucking ridiculous. So what time does my house? And about. I'm just constantly talking to myself. Sorry, I literally got to take my anti-sickness and all that in about an hour and a half's time. My next doses anyway, because I had my second vaccine yesterday as well, so I'm going to keep it top of that. Oh, go on, little. Oh, lucky there. The ball gets pinged in from Hollywood pass, basically. Centre circle, boom, over to Kim Little, gets it on the chest and hits it, and literally from tight angle, by the way, hits it on the volley at goal. The goalkeeper obviously was at a near post. Obviously, Little didn't notice that the keeper was at a near post. Otherwise, that could have been a 1-0 Arsenal. The keeper was poorly positioned. You know what? I haven't given a score prediction for this because I was running late in this, that, and the other. As I always said, for some reason, certain watch-alongs recently. I do think the full-time score for this game will be at least 3-0 to the Arsenal ladies, women, what you want to call it. Oh, go on, Nobbs. Unlucky. Go on. You bugger. And again, go on. Get the ball at your feet. Good. Put it back in. Unlucky. Good bit of pressure there from the girls. This is what I'm saying. I'm actually enjoying watching this because the Arsenal women's team actually do make a go for it. They actually do throw everything. They leave everything on the pitch, even if they're losing a game against one of the title rivals, like we have done this season. They leave everything on the pitch, home or away. And again, go on. Go on. Ward, pass it. Go on. Beth Mead, go on. Overlap, yep. McNabe, go on. Gossett. Corner. Big up Oxford. Big up to Oxford, by the way. They got the final playoff spot in League One today. Was it 4-0 win they got? Yeah, Pompey fucked it. Oh dear. Ball's in. It's over here. Unlucky. Fucking thing. We've got turned down then. You know. Oh, we've got Chelsea fan in the chat. Oi, Chelsea equals bottle. Yeah, behave yourself. Behave yourself. Colonel in the chat saying Freddie Lundberg would have been a better manager than Arteta. You know what? I agree. Actually, because I've, again, been an Arsenal fan and seeing what he was doing at the youth level. I know it's different levels, youth level and obviously first senior squad and all that. But he was fucking doing bits at fucking youth level. We were fucking smashing it. And fucking Steve Bold gets demoted and then we've just by the skin of our teeth this on Friday night survived being relegated from the Premier League 1 or 2, I think Premier League 2 or 1. They put into Premier League to Premier League 1 or whatever it's called in the youth level. But literally we survived by the skin of our fucking teeth. And we were at home, I think we were at home against West Ham's youth team on Friday and we almost lost and got relegated. Because of Steve Bold. Ever since he's got, the thing is with Steve Bold, when he was the youth manager years ago before he got promoted to Wenger's assistant, he was doing a fantastic job there. Don't get me wrong. And then I think he's obviously not impressed. Oh, on the chat one, go on. A second. Unlucky. He was doing he's obviously been demoted back to the youth manager and very promoted vice versa in his replacement at the time at the senior level, and he's just like the things have just dropped off for him. He's not the same as what he was before. But Freddie was going back to Freddie. He was doing bits. I have no doubt if Josh Kroenke and Stan hadn't fucked him the way they fucked him last season when he was as the interim at the time, I think we would have seen better results and performances from the players in that brief period. If I'm going to be brutally honest, because the reason, again, for anyone that's new to the channel, the reason I say Freddie got fucked over by the board, Stan and Josh there, is because they basically from day one put it out there public and made it public knowledge that no matter how well he did, if he basically, for example, done, go on, if he'd done what the Gunnar Solskjaer had done when he came in at Man United after Mourinho, if he'd done that, they still would have guaranteed him job full time. 3-0 Ajax, by the way. No, it would guarantee him the job. He was basically, no matter what, he ain't in our mindset. Basically, no matter what he does, he could go for the whole rest of the season, winning pretty much every game, maybe losing one game, but pretty much win all these other games, or draw here and there. But playing fantastic football, fans are on ball, everyone's happy, players are happy, and they would basically still told him to fuck off and come the summer. When it comes to hiring a full-time manager at the time. And the players then, the players were like, well, why are we bothering then? Why should we bother to have a upturn in results and performances if this guy isn't basically going to be our full-time boss, basically? Alpha's in the chat. Big up, Alpha. I haven't seen you for a while. I hope you're keeping well, mate. I've been, again, I had a bit of a well, yeah, bad news on Thursday, about an hour and a half before the game, before I went live actually, but an hour before I went live, I had a phone call from my sister, and yeah, so it sort of put me in a bad place at the time anyway. So I wasn't fully with it on Thursday night anyway. So hence why I didn't go full on, but I still went in a rant at the full time the way I did it the other night during that stream, at the end of that stream. Sorry. But apart from that, to be honest, in terms of the men's side of it, I've switched off. I'm doing a watch along tonight. Yeah, don't get me wrong, but I'm not going to be like, because there's nothing to fight for. So I'm not like, yeah, cool, whatever. We lose, we lose. I'll be disappointed. Don't get me wrong. I'm not going to be happy, but I'm not going to let it fucking ruin the weekend and all that, or this, that, and the other, because there's nothing to fight for. In that sense, if that makes sense to you guys. Oh no, hiccup and course I am. And in terms of your other question, give me a minute. Let me stop this hiccuping. Let me stop hiccuping for a second. Sorry. And then I'll answer your other question, Alpha. Okay. I can feel Coke. He's it himself, guys, isn't he? Over Coke. What do you think of Sadiq Khan's getting re-elected as Mayor of London? Honestly, look at the options that the competition he had. Are we really that surprised? Obviously, even though I live where I live, in the outskirts of West London, I didn't get a chance to vote anyway on the London Mayor side of things. I don't live in actual London, like central London. There's only people that live in central London basically got to vote basically by the looks of it. Because I live in West London, and I wasn't given the option when it comes to voting. But look at the options, for fuck's sake. I mean, one of the options going up against him for London Mayor is a fucking YouTuber, for fuck's sake, who came, was it fourth or fifth overall in the final vote. I mean, yeah. Man United penalty. Oh, okay, 1-1. Oh, okay. What a surprise! They need a penalty to make sure. Oh yeah, why? Do correct me if I'm wrong. And Penanda does score, of course he does. Correct me if I'm wrong, but Man United have to win, don't they? Otherwise, City win the league without kicking the ball, because after they fucked up. City fucked it yesterday. But yeah, I'm not surprised. To be honest, even though I don't really fucking have any interest in the who's a mayor and all, but I don't obviously have the. What's that? Unlucky. Again, Arsenal. We are fucking putting the pressure on. We should be 2-0 at least by. Oh, we've got to be going in. It looks like they're going 0-0 at half time, but we should be at least 2-0 up. I need my mic. So my mic's connected. Yeah, still connected. Cool. Yeah, again, look at the competition. That's a Sadiq had. There's no real standout candidate that could have rivaled him. And yeah, we can all criticise Sadiq Khan for his first term as London Mayor. So it's obviously taken over from Boris. But let's be honest, in current climate, no one else put forward better candidates, and hence why it's got a second term. Even the Tories the person they put forward I've never even heard of. Whereas previously they would always put someone that the people have heard of into the hat. So even they didn't want the fucking their people to have it, because they just put some random fucking Tory into the hat. But the fact that a YouTuber put himself in the hat for London Mayor and came in the top 4 or 5 of the establishment and that side of things for the London Mayor's vote says it all. There's no way the guy was Nico was going to win. By the way, there's no way in God's green earth. He didn't really take it that seriously. It was like all about the vibes and this, that, and the other. And he's obviously about Fedor's making it half time. Yep. Unlucky. Unlucky it's still nil. We should be 2-0 up at least. And after this first half performance, we have literally just pinned Villa. Even though you could say Villa have sat back, like I said earlier, but we have fucking pinned them into their own half. I think they've been in the attacking half, attacking our defence twice, if that. What did Taib say? I said about the rigs. Yeah, again, I've got to be careful. We've got to be careful what we say because they are watching us. Let's be honest. Oh, dear. So I'm reading because again, with fucking things that sort itself out. Where was he going? Stefan was saying, that's it. Agree with Taib. Suddenly, Labour voters are in the north vote Tory in their droves. Don't believe it. Crooked. Yeah, that's another thing. Yeah, suddenly the entire big Labour voting areas up north that have always voted Labour, never been a Tory-run council or area in general. Like general election, the reason people were voting for the Tories up there in the first place and to give them the government and all that was because they just wanted fucking Brexit done and dusted. That's what they based it on. So then you're telling me a year and a half later, when it comes to a local election, sorry, that lots of Hartlepool have gone, actually, you know what? We want a Tory in charge. Fuck off. And other areas going back to vote, and other areas that got to vote, obviously, this first are just gone. The numbers of the votes, I mean, as in, Tories lost a lot of seats, actually. Quite a few seats. They lost. Suddenly, yeah, Labour's winning everything in London, apparently. If you're to believe everything's not rigged. Everyone in London, even proper hardcore Tory areas, are voting in their droves for Labour. Yet up north, are all suddenly vote. Pretty much not all up north, but certain parts of the north that have always been Labour. Suddenly they're now voting fucking Tories in. Come on. And Scotland, this is a message to Scotland. Scotland need to get the hell out of fucking arses. If you really want change, may not have scored. Mason Greenwood, 2-1. There you go. But if Scotland really want change, they don't want the Tories in power, this, that, and the other. The only way we are, as a United Kingdom, going to get the fuckers out of power is if you fucking vote for Labour. I know, obviously, last time we couldn't really because the idiot that was in charge of Labour before didn't give us a hope. I don't blame you for that because he was an absolute idiot. But in terms of other parties that come in and become government, the only one you can realistically say will to do that for the United Kingdom is Labour. But at the last general elections, you couldn't do that because they're so far left and so fucking far gone from society itself in the sense of just out of touch. Completely, I mean, the whole scandals that was going on under Corbyn's power and all that. It's unbelievable. And people have got to remember, Keir Starmer comes into that mess. He's then had 12 to 13 months, give or take, to come in, inherit that mess. And he's got to fix everything. He's obviously he's got the main one being the anti-Semitic situation. I probably said it wrong, but you know what I'm saying. That's the first and foremost thing he's had to come in and deal with because that was the big one. He's had to come in and deal with that, and he's got all the other stuff. He's got to get his own people in and put his own ideas across, and he's had a chance to do that because he's still eradicating how far left the party had gone. is unbelievable. So where you again realistically where you would see change in a positive or negative sense in terms of Labour is going to be the next general election, whenever that may be. But yeah, I don't like getting involved in politics. I vote and all that, and you can probably tell I don't vote. I'll never vote for Tories. Full stop. Never have and never will. Probably guess who I would do vote for, but it is what it is, and people don't like it. It is. We all have our political opinions, and we all of that age of my age and all that, knowing what we believe in and what's right for the country. At the moment in time, the current government have been in power for over a decade now. We're no better off. We're actually worse off. Well, society's worse off in the sense of just like back in the late 80s, early 90s, when the Tories were in power under Thatcher and what was his name now? It's gone. John Major, I think. Well, I can't remember the name. Basically, when it was the rich are getting richer, everything was getting privatised, and the poor were getting poor and getting driven out of work and having to do this and that and the other. It comes full circle again. In the sense of Tories got power under David Cameron. Even at first, it was a coalition for the first term, but then you got a full sunken majority. Then Theresa May came along and she lost the majority, but still hung on by the skin of her teeth. And then Boris called an election, and fucking because he based it on Brexit, he got his majority back, and this, that, and the other. But yeah, in terms of society itself, what we're seeing now, in terms of things being either privatised or trying to be forced to be privatised, like the NHS, for example, or the rich getting richer and the poor side of society getting poorer and struggling beyond belief. Is everything that happened before, and their last in power before Tony Blair's reign came along in the early mid-90s. But it is what it is. I get what you're saying, Stefan. I get what you're saying, but let's be honest. He's nowhere near as bad as fucking Jeremy Corbyn. Fucking hell, or what was it? Previous fucker. Who was it before? I can't remember who it was now. Miliband. No, I mean they were so far left. It was unbelievable. They didn't hide it. They wanted it there. And that's the thing. Corbyn's famously going back years, and I've seen the footage. He is of that mindset, and people were surprised when he got into power. He would stay on that mindset. That he stayed on that mindset and put the party so far that way. The reason Labour got in when they did under Tony Blair is because back in the early 90s, before it all went off later on in his tenure, was because he got the perfect balance of left and right. He got that balance spot on, and he looked after the people back then. Yes, there's scandals here and there, but there was never the scandals to this level. I mean, I've seen online people complain about, Labour are going to fucking get absolutely ruined, because all the councils are having to, people that Labour councils are having to resign and put this, that, and the other because obviously dodginess. I mean, where I live for the last 10 plus years has been run by the Tories and a Tory, and the main Tory that runs the show at where I am is the business secretary, and ironically enough, him and the council that runs the Tory council that's in charge of this area are also being looked into for corruption of the same level as the Labour lot are. But everyone wants to concentrate on the Labour side. It's like, we've got to balance it out. Oh, hang on, you can't just have a go at one set and not the other. They're all as bad as each other. In that sense, there's no defending that. There never will. But anyway, Stefan Boys couldn't run a bar. Obvious, someone else is right. Of course. I mean, we all know who's running the show this time last year. It was fucking. What's his name? Oh, I forgot his name now. No, he's not there. Cummins. That's it. Dominic Cummins. But anyway, let's get away from politics, please. Again, football, positive, happy. Yeah, let's talk Man City, Chelsea yesterday. I mean, again, I don't get why people are getting carried away and going, "Oh, Chelsea won yesterday." That gives them an advantage for the Champions League final. Not really, because the reason it doesn't is because look how many changes Pep made to his strongest 11. His strongest 11 didn't play yesterday. 2 of his strongest 11 played yesterday. And they only just lost 2-1. Chelsea made 5 and only just won 2-1. To the starting lineup to me. So yeah, I fully, looking at it and going on that aspect, I fully expect Man City to win the Champions League in a few weeks' time. And we'll be covering that, by the way. And I'm going to get a few of the guys on as well for the final as well, because it's Champions League final like we did last year. Get a few of the guys on, have a laugh, enjoy the final. But if I'm being honest, after what I've seen yesterday, taking into account of what Pep did and what obviously happened with Tuchel with his changes, I fully do expect Man City to win that final. As long as he doesn't go to penalties, obviously. If he goes penalties, it's Chelsea's all day long. Now, I will say this, that I don't think Aguero's starting that final. After he's missed his penalty yesterday, I don't think there's no way he's playing in that final. Sadly. Let's not mention the Aguero penalty exactly. I mean, obviously he's a world-class player, no getting away from that, and obviously them sort of players of his ilk do try that. And 9 times out of 10 it works off. He just happened not to. It just happens not to work with him. I mean, he's a fantastic striker, a world-class striker, goal scorer, and all that. But watching Sky, I was watching Sky Sports News earlier. They were talking about it. Started midday. His penalty record is fucking abysmal. For someone of so much quality. Can you change the stream to bring back Corbyn's stream? No. Sadly not. Well, not even sadly, because I don't. Again, because he was never strong enough to fix things that needed fixing. He's no better than anything else. Let's be honest. Bear with me a second. I'm going to re-upload the screen again and hope to get the comments back, because I put the comments on the screen. And go back to the game in a second as well. So bear with me just a second. Back again. And it's now fixed. Cool. So the BBC made it. I mean, they did. And also, it came out that not just the BBC, and all other media outlets in the UK, Downing Street had prepared a statement to announce his death. I was like, okay. But like you said, he was literally in the hospital for a week or so? Week and a half at a push. Then comes out, and within a few days after coming out, he's literally live on in his daily briefings, like, looking fit as a fiddle, basically, with all due respect. But yeah, he was dying. Yeah, of course he was. This is a guy apparently he's been investigating himself. This is a guy who's been investigating himself not just on one thing, on numerous things, and one of them being that he's been overheard saying by numerous people, like this time last year before the first lockdown was put in place, or was forced in place by Cummings or whatever. He wanted us all to, basically, he wanted the majority of us to die. He was going for a full-on cutting, basically. But it is what it is. The girls are back out. And girls are back out waiting to kick off. Villa women to get themselves into position so we can get this game underway. Women, Arsenal, please win. Do not fuck this, please. I'll do anything. Oh dear. And we're underway. Cool. Second half. Come on, girls. Come on. Give me something to be happy about today, please. For all that is holy, please. Also, for anyone that's obviously who watched the podcast we did the other day for the celebrating the 50-year anniversary of the 70-71 season, part 3 was done last night over on Richard's channel, over and over and over again Arsenal channel, YouTube channel, sorry. So do go and check that out. It was obviously the part 3 was obviously celebrating commemorate. So basically, just celebrating the FA Cup run and FA Cup final win itself 50 years ago yesterday. It went live at 25 past, and obviously by half past 50 years ago, half past 5 yesterday, 50 years ago. Frank McClintock was lifting the FA Cup trophy, so it was all sort of timed and this, that, and the other. Again, going through all the rounds of the FA Cup, this, that, and the other, all the memories, the final itself, and what it meant. And obviously, again, the Villa on the attack here. Please defend. Corner Villa. Stefan saying, I'll do anything apart from vote Tory and support Norwich. Oh dear. Don't blame you, to be honest. I don't blame you at all. Can we add Tottenham into that equation as well? Oh dear. Got it off. We got West Ham. Obviously, their lineups come out as well. They're playing Everton after Man United's game finishes, so that'd be interesting at London Stadium as well. And given the results this weekend, they have to win. Because obviously, if they win, they put pressure on Leicester could bottle top 4 again. Could. Because Leicester got Man United this midweek coming as well. So, West Ham win today. And I'll look at the table in a sec, actually. I'll look at it now. If West Ham were to win today, one sec. Do bear with me. Please do bear with. I'll get the tables up on my phone. Imagine that 2 years on the bounce. They bottled the fucking top 4 basically, but this time man, they could win the cup. Mad. So because obviously West Ham got to play, so on set. If corner Arsenal, I think. Yeah. If West Ham were to win today, that puts them on 61. There'll be 59, 60, 61. So there'll be 2 points off Leicester, and Leicester play next weekend's game midweek, because obviously next weekend they're playing the FA Cup final itself. Again, which we'll be covering here on the channel as well for that FA Cup final, even though we're not involved. It's the FA Cup final. Have a bit of, try and get some guys on and again enjoy that as well. Give a bit of a switch off from what's going on at Arsenal and just enjoy some football basically. enjoy a cup final, which will have, I think, they're looking to have fans in, I think, if I'm correct. Yeah, so come on, West Ham. Yeah, West Ham went today. 2 points off them, 11 on games. Obviously, with Leicester then lose midweek against United. They're in the driving seat next weekend in terms of they got next weekend. Let's have a look. West Ham. Bear with me a second, we'll get it up. Pardon me. Next, that free kick to go. Done. Oh, Brighton. Away to Brighton. Next Saturday evening. Ooh. So, yeah, the big if. Everton, you've got to get past Everton first. I think if Everton win. 1 second. Oh, it's F1. I don't care about F1. If Everton's going to be tough. As I said, if they win, they're 2 points off. And then they've Leicester then lose again midweek against Man United. West Ham effectively in the driving seat with a game in hand until the weekend when they play Brighton. If they beat Brighton, suddenly they're in top 4 with 2 games to go, and a point ahead of Leicester. Fucking hell. Fair play to West Ham anyway. The men's team deserve to be where they are this season. Hats off to them. Hats off to David Moyes. We're getting a bit scrappy in the second half, by the way. Arsenal women's team are getting a bit scrappy, losing the ball a lot in the midfield, and just we were losing it. It was just holding on to it too long, giving it away cheaply. Oh, Beth, unlucky. Keeper came out and collected it. And otherwise, that was surely a goal for us there. Come on. Go back into the chat, see how you guys are doing. Spot. And Spuds. Yeah, and Madrid. Oh, there you 2 of them 3. This could be augmented. Yeah. So you like PSG then, Stefan? Paris is a cool city. Yeah. Been there for years. Obviously, that's school days and these school trips and all that. But yeah. Back in the day. Looking at old. Come on, girl. Come on. Stop giving it away so cheaply. Bloody hell. Don't forget, guys, do smash that. If you haven't already, do smash that like button. And if you're new to the channel, do subscribe and fucking hell. Share the stream around and the channel around and all your social media platforms. Oh, here we go. No. Offside. Thank fuck for that. Thank God for that. Looks like we got caught there on the line nearly. Oh my days. That was a bit scary. Because again, the angle I'm getting with the footage I'm watching is not the best of angles to see if anyone's offside from set going and attacking the way that they're attacking. Come on, let's get. It's 1 goal. That's it. It's in our hands. It's cemented basically in that sense. Go on, Road. Have a shot. Dragged it. Did I take the deflection? No. Why did that take a deflection? I didn't see it take. Okay, I didn't see it take the deflection, but okay. Took a shot off then. Looked like he dragged it wide. Basically, apparently took a deflection. I didn't see the divot, but okay. I'm not again. Why am I complaining? It's an advantage to Arsenal in one sense. Get it in there. Go on. Unlucky. Oh, go on, Nobs. Go on, Jordan. Come on. I should have passed it. Oh, you got it back. That's cool. Take your time. Build it slow, steady. Come on. It's rebuild, yep, cool. Lucky at that. Well done. We go again. Someone get open. That was lucky. Come on, girls. Come on. Go on. This should be every player for Arsenal was down in the attacking half. Got a throw in. Come on. Come on. A bit faster. Look for the spaces. People off the ball need to make certain runs and open a bit of space up. Go on, Reader. Van der Meter. Unlucky. Another throw in on the left hand side. I'll go for a long throw, are we? Oh, well, that's a bit lucky there. Jordan Nobbs trying to control it, obviously missed it, and someone else got onto it. McNabe, sorry, got onto that, and Beth Me just won the ball back in attack. Yeah, got another throw in. Literally wins the ball back on the right hand side, and literally by the corner flag as well, but it goes across it. Two defenders against her. Oh, here we go. And got a bloke block in there. No. We'll have a shot, please, someone. So there's a tippy-tappy passing now. Oh, go on. Get the ball in. Oh, I've got a corner. Okay, cool. Do tend to overplay it quite a bit. We start overthinking things. That does concern me a bit. I thought that's if they were playing Man United, though. I see it's WSL. Yeah, it's the women's game. Because you know what? They're playing better. They're playing better football, and I'm enjoying it more than I'm watching the men's team this season. I hope that is a problem. Obviously, as I said, I'm going to be covering a lot more of the women's game going forward from now on. Because let's be honest, I'll be honest, they deserve the women's team and game in general deserves a lot more recognition than what it does get. And I haven't done it. I'm honest. I haven't done it justice this season. Done them justice this season. Covered them that as much as they should do. Should be. Sorry. We've got Arsenal women's got some fantastic players, as we all know. When they attack again, oh, go on! Unlucky. No, it's 56 minutes in. I know it's 0-0, but you know what? Again, compared to the men, the Arsenal men's team, the women's team literally leave everything on the pitch. They put their hearts and guts into every game, no matter what. I will be surprised if this finishes. If we don't, I'll be surprised if we do not score in this game. The way we play. Points. Oh, so Bristol has to win. Okay. So Villa won. Considering Villa in the relegation scrap themselves, even though Bristol obviously are losing, it's done. They don't know that. They didn't know it in the first half. They didn't play like they were in the relegation scrap in that sense. I've just seen the tables come up on my TV screen. Bottom three, and they're second from bottom. They're basically the goal difference in their favour as well, but 3 points above Bristol City, and Bristol City are losing 2-0 against Brighton. But they're not to know that, especially that first half. They weren't to know Bristol were losing. Sorry, but they did not play like that. They played like they're literally at the mid-tables, at the beach, like this, as a container for straight us, and that was it. But they didn't need the points, so to speak. But yeah, also from Villa's men's side of it, they are winning. They were winning 1-0. They aren't losing 2-1. Yeah, exactly, Stefan. Exactly. Again, I said, from an Arsenal fan's perspective, it's more enjoyable to watch at the moment. It seems the Conquerors are doing okay with the Arsenal women, currently third on the table. You're currently third in the champion. Again, that third and very vital Champions League spot as well. Very, very vital. And also, if anyone Arsenal fan wise going to the protest today, the planned protest in a couple of hours' time, let me know because I may do a stream or go live a bit earlier. I'll send you guys, if you want to come on, send you the link. I'll send you the link and you can come on and I think obviously show us myself and the viewers obviously how the numbers that turn out and what the atmosphere, how it is basically how it is and why you're there, this, that, and the other, and where your priorities are at. Priorities are at in terms of who needs to go first, the owner or the manager or whatever. But a goal apparently in the women's game. Come on, let's see. Chelsea at Chelsea. Francesca Kirby has scored for Chelsea women. It's made it 3-0 against Reading. So Chelsea's women's team this season have earned their title. They are winning it by earning it, by playing their games and being mathematically the team that actually wins it, compared to last year when they were given the title with like 7-8 games to spare. Let's get scored. They've been very compared to the first half and this second half. They've been very naive, not naive, but scrappy in that final third. Keep giving the ball away. That's a setup. But like I said before, I'll be surprised if the girls don't win this, because we did, going by what I've seen for the first hour, we have deserved it. We deserve to. We should be winning at least 2-0 already, based on the first half. Chance we had in the first half. But yeah, that's what it is. Cavani scored 3-1. There you go. You know, the total, the ice is the champagne is still on ice over in the blue side of Manchester. Go on. Get it in. Corner. Also, it's amazing how when they're covering, obviously now Sky have given all the other games a bit more coverage now. The title race is pretty much done now, the women's side of it, because obviously Chelsea are winning. How they've got an ex-Arsenal player in Leanne Sanderson in the studio, and she's covering I think the Man City game. No, another game in general. There's no relation to her playing career, basically. And yet, when it comes to they're talking about the Arsenal women's game in there. A player has no connection. The next player's got no connection to Arsenal. Makes perfect sense. Always the way with Sky. Cavani, days. To be fair, hats off to Cavani, because a lot of negative vibes went his way when he obviously signed for United. Obviously, even Harvey on Daytime Day did a live stream for that the last few hours, and it was confirmed about that he wasn't even impressed, because again, based on what they'd seen at PSG, wasn't that swashbuckling striker that they needed, that they wanted really. It just seemed like a stopgap. But you know what? Fair play to him. Bit of news in terms of women's game. Bristol City have scored. They're back in the game. 61st minute. Harrison has scored for Bristol City, so it's now 2 when they're back in the game. And Ollie Watkins has been something in the men's game as well. Shakura. It's a bit of a shock, actually. So now Villa do need to start coming at us, because if they don't, and Bristol City get back into this game that they're in and get an equaliser, and we go on to win, it'll be Villa that goes down, I think, if I'm correct. Go on. Have a shot. Ah, fucking hell, unlucky. Keeper again. Go. Come on. And cross. Unlucky again, corner. Two Villa defenders just threw their bodies in the way of the ball there, so got the blocking that they needed to, because otherwise that could have been a nice little tap in there if it's falling to an Arsenal player. But we've got a corner. We deserve to win this game. They've absolutely dominated Villa today. Like I said, Villa's women's team haven't played like they're in a relegation scrap. So we're getting closer. We are getting closer. Oh my days. How are we not winning this game? Just over the bar there. Fucking hell. Yeah, Villa's, I keep saying it, Villa's women's team are now playing one game. Oh, now the keeper's now injured at Villa. Oh my god. But yeah, Villa aren't playing, the women's team, I mean, are not playing like they're in a relegation script. They need to win this game. They've not had a shot on target in over an hour. They've got out of defence every now and then, but never actually got a shot off at goal. Now, literally after that shot went over the bar, the keeper's now got the ball, put it in its spot, and then stepped back, and then literally going to sit down as he's now claiming to be injured. I'm getting some time wasting vibes coming in here. The score, but I forgot that was up there. But yeah, as in the comments on the screen, so I do apologise for that. If anyone's coming, what's the score? I can't see the score. Fran is a good player. Yeah, don't. I'm not saying that Fran Kirby's scoring. I wasn't digging him out enough. I'm just saying that confirmed that he scored, and that basically wrapped up the title from a women's perspective. Because that's another thing about this today. Everything was wide open today. Not just the title race between Chelsea and Man City. Obviously, us and the final Champions League spot, and relegation hasn't been confirmed. Been going by Villa, the way Villa are playing. It looks like it is, because they're bothering. Let's be honest. But yeah, go back to this. Right, oh no, back underway. The keeper's now fine and finding Danny kicking the ball up the pitch. We fucked it. Sure, we cannot screw this up. Please don't screw this up. Come on. James, what's to do? Oh, come on. Let your asses. Go. Let's go. I'd love to see the possession stats for this game, because this is the amount of ball we've had is absolutely crazy for the entire 67 minutes so far. Oh, poor pass from Beth there. Gives Villa a throw in their defensive half. Villa, just what I'm saying, Villa actually wasting time. I know, obviously, the team below them are going to lose them, but they're back in the game. If Bristol City come back and win that, Villa are relegated, but it's like they don't know that. They don't know what's happening, and they're just happy to waste time. And that could come back and bite them on the backside, quite literally. Stefan, we'll let you off on that one, don't worry. I'll let you off. Oh dear, got to laugh. I could never date a Spurs fan. Sorry, no. That's a hell fucking no. Fit or not. That's a no go there. That's a no go. Sorry. Oh, go on. Pass off. Go on. Kim Little, come on. Get the ball in. I'll pass it back. 1 out of 2. What are you going to do? Come on. Holding on to the ball so long. Fucking cross it. Oh my god, unlucky. And that's got the kick with a fucking claim injury again. Fuck's sake. Thank you in the chat. I'll get that again because I'm fed up going in and out of the fucking stream now, so I'll just read it off the phone. Next year, the title will be contested between Man City, United, and Chelsea. I'm not sure what's happening with Liverpool. Well, that's that. Yeah. You know what? I'll give you the first three. And as you said, Liverpool, we have to play it by ear because of what we've seen this season. We're going to have to base it off because there's no guarantee Van Dijk's going to come back now next season the same player as he was before. Because again, the injury he's had, he mentally and physically may never fully recover from that and be the same. He'll never be the same player because he's had the year out. Straight away he's going to lose. He would have lost a good yard of pace that he would have had before. In that sense, that makes it. And again, going in for challenges and things like that, is he going to want to do that and risk any further injury? Yeah, unlucky. So yeah, and see what Liverpool do in the transfer market, especially if they don't have Champions League football. That's going to be interesting. If they have like Europa League or Europa Conference football next season, possibly Europa League. Well, they played last night. They won 2-0, didn't they, against Southampton? Thiago actually scored. Actually contribute to a game for the first time in fucking months. Colour League, he won 3-1. Fair play to them. Oh, dude, we've got 19 minutes plus injury time to go, guys, and it's still 0-0. But I stick by it. From what I've seen, we will get a goal. We are going. The women will win this game. Arsenal women, obviously, will win this. Full time at Man United, by the way. Man United, Villa Park, sorry. United won 3-1. After going behind at the 24th minute, Traore's goal. Second half, they came out, got a penalty. Surprise, surprise. Fernandez scored that. Then a few minutes later, Greenwood scores, and then right near the end, your man fucking Cavani scores again. Makes some subs that Jordan Nobbs has gone off. Daniel Van de Donk has come on. Sorry. Who else come on off? McNabe and Beth Mead's going off as well. Just waiting to see. Is that Caitlin Ford? Yeah, Caitlin Ford's coming on as well for Beth Mead. So attacking subs, by the way. All subs have been attacking subs, so that's good. Again, it's socially intent from the manager that he ain't setting for this. He ain't going to risk setting for a draw. He's going for the win. Again, plaudits to him because this is his last league game in charge because obviously he's still got the FA Cup to play for. So he's still have at least another. He's got another. It's been how we go. A few more games left in him. And that side of things. Come on, well done. Good touch from them. Pass off. Balled in. Oh, no. Yeah, buggered it there. Oh, come on. That one there. Caitlin. You look up. I know that was. I should just come on in first legs, but just take the touch, quickly look up and pass it because he sort of got the ball came to her and she sort of was too quick to get out of her feet. And yeah, it sort of fell back to the defenders, and they cleared the ball and they got a goal kick. And I'm getting pins and needles in my foot. Fantastic. Oh my days. Valencia scored. Oh, Maximiano Gomez. And Man City women have scored. Ellen White has scored for Man City against West Ham. That's 1-0 there. And Chelsea then scored another. Sam Kerr scored a goal as well, 4-0. I'd say now, congratulations. Rightly so this season. Congratulations to the Chelsea's ladies team for winning the WSL. Unlike last season, this is fully deserved because you actually completed a full campaign and won it on merit. So I've been giving it to you on guesswork. Is this another corner? Yep, another corner for Arsenal. Another one. That corners we've had reminds me of Champions League I saw years when I was year 7. So what, 2001, I think? 2001, give or take, when we were in the group stages. We were at home, I can't remember who we were playing now. It was that long ago, but we went 2-0 down in the first half. It was just on half time. Arsenal got a penalty. Henry took, I think, Viltor took it because Henry won it. Sylvain Viltor took it and scored the goal and got us. He took it, missed it, but Henry got the rebound. It made it 2-1 at half time. We go on to win that game 3-2 in the end. Martin Keown with the equalising goal and the winning goal. But in terms of the reason this reminds me of that in the sense of the corners, in the corner sense, because we were just. I think we had I'm trying to think how many corners. We had 32 corners. They had none. Frank in the chat saying, expect Arsenal to beat West Bromwich Albion comfortably later. Yep. I expect it. I probably will do because it's what they do. They always fucking fuck things up in important games. When the game has nothing to go for, they turn up. There's a bit of a stopping play. Aston Villa's defender, but looks like it took a knock him down. So obviously might be a head injury. So they need to check, make sure she's okay. So I think there's going to be quite a bit of injury time added on. By the way, going by this, but the substance of us, I think let's see at least 6-7 minutes added on time here. Oh dear. Oh jeez. That's what I was checking. Did anyone want? Oh, by the way, did anyone not obviously going away from domestic football for a second? Obviously, La Liga yesterday. 32 corners. It was 32 or something. It was something ridiculous. It was a ridiculous amount of corners we had, and they had none. In the entire match, they had none. And the equalising goal and the winning goal both from Martin Keown that night came from 2 of them corners. But it was just mad. The stats came up after Keown scored the third goal. He was bandaged up as well as a typical Keown back then. He had took a knob, he had a fucking white bandage around his head and all that. But yeah, we dominated them in that sense. How we were 2-0 down, I don't know. We just fucking felt we were not awake at start. But we just got corner after corner after corner, and literally, when obviously things are settling down after scoring a winning goal, like 2-3 minutes to go, that came up on the screen. It's like Arsenal, like corners, Arsenal 32 or something like that. It was 32, yeah, 32 corners to their. No, I think it was a kit. I'm gonna have a look into that because I've got the program as well around somewhere amongst all this. I'll find it later. I'll show you guys later. It was absolutely mad. It was. I can't remember who it was. 5-0, by the way, Chelsea women, and Brighton has got a third goal as well. So with 15 minutes to go there. It looks like Bristol will have it all to do for. And Dave saying in the chat, Arsenal players prefer playing relegation fighting teams. Well, ironically, you say that because the only game where we've actually took a game to their team and put our foot on their throat, with all due respect, as in gone for it, took the neck basically, was away to West Brom in the snow. I am concerned this is still 0-0 because I don't know if we are cemented for fourth. If we do it by a point, I'm going to be a bit. Yeah, come on. Let me say about a goal for crying out loud. Bad enough, fucking have to, even though I'm congratulating the Chelsea women's team for winning the title now, with 5-0 up and all that, 50 minutes to go. Fucking, it could be bad enough seeing fucking Emma Hayes giving it the big iron now. I want to be watching some Champions League football next season, if that's okay. What's going on here now? Basically, they're making 2 more subs. Players are playing silly buggers. They've been told to piss off, basically, and get off the pitch anyway. Arteta thought he was the next Pep, but he made the wrong step. To be honest, even fucking Pep got us all thought. Everyone, even if that's a Sterling, they all got us fucking fooled and bought into their BS of, he's a fantastic coach. He gets us going. He gets us ticking. Without Pep wouldn't have achieved half of what he's achieved. Fucking clearly, yeah. That's why suddenly you're in a Champions League final, winning the league. I mean, you haven't won a get a counter. Don't get me wrong. You've in a weird and wacky season, you've got over the line, hook or by crook, Man City, but you've got there. And I think in a normal season with fans and all that, will Man City be winning the league now? I don't think so. I think Liverpool, in normal circumstances, if this was a normal season, it wasn't COVID, this, that, and the other. You could say Liverpool would actually defend their title this year. A lot better than what they have done anyway. I mean, you've got to remember as well, first half of the season, look where City were for the first half of the season. They were like 13th and 12th and all that. I think literally going into December, they were 8th in the league. But because everyone else was fucking up and dropping points left, right, and centre the way they were, they got themselves back into a situation where they just, and then for 2 months, everyone started showing them too much respect again and going, okay, there you go, have 3 points at Man City. But the fact it's still not wrapped up yet. I mean, it all back is, but you know what I mean, mathematically it's still not done. You've got 3 games left now. They've had two goes at it and fucked up both times so far, City. So, yeah. I mean, come on, we've got a few minutes to go. Come on, let's get a goal, please. Emma is a better manager than... well, yeah. That's not that. I'm not even going to question that or dispute that. The fact that earlier in the season, when MK Dons sacked their manager and they had Emma Hayes at the top of their list to come in and be the new manager. Oh, come on, get the ball. Yep. I can't believe it's still 0-0. Cannot believe it. Come on. Unlucky. Everyone lulled in charge of it as bullshit. It's not just Arteta said it was was Pep, it was the players, it was it's everyone that has ever worked with him, basically, as a player or as a coach at City or Arsenal, respectively. They all spilt the same bullshit to us, and we all fucking took it hook, lock, and sinker. Sake. Give me strength. Can we just get a goal? I'm sure I'll be fucking made to fucking sweat for it later. Got fucking block it. No. Defend. Take the fucking player out. Or not. No. Well defended. Fucking hell, what was that? All over the place. Suddenly defensively from Arsenal. West Ham are the team most likely to catch Leicester for fourth. I think I was saying earlier. Thank you. I think they're about to kick off, aren't they? They've just kicked off. Have a look. West Ham are playing Everton today. If West Ham beat Everton today, they'll be 2 points off Leicester. 2 points? Yeah, 2 points off Leicester. And Leicester then play Man United midweek. In a way, Man United playing, they could win. I mean, Man United are at home as well, so they'll probably win that as well. If Leicester don't win that, then West Ham play Brighton on Saturday evening away. And if again West Ham win that, then West Ham win top 4 with 2 games to go, and a point ahead. PSV Eindhoven have scored a goal. It's not on kicked off, so they're playing against Realm. Get Bertie Bassett in as manager and Willy Wonka as the assistant. Oh dear. Get me in, fucking hell. Do a better fucking job than fucking Miguel. And that's saying something. I'm not even fucking got the coaching badge to fuck's sake, and I do a better job than him. I wouldn't take the half the shit he's took. Oh fucking yeah, come on, wake up. That was lazy. I swear if you let him fucking take the points now after dominating the entire game, I'll fucking be pissed off. Like you have no idea how pissed I'm gonna be if you fuck this. I don't know if this point will be enough to get us that final spot in the Champions League for the women. Because Man United's women's team are winning 1-0 as we speak. First of all, where I think I'm going to look at the goal difference because I think we were 3 point. I'm trying to think now. My head's all over the place now. Oh, not a good idea. Down to the fact I've had my second jab yesterday, as I keep saying. I had my COVID jab, my second one yesterday. So I'm not exactly on the right thing, like completely with it. I'm having to keep track of times whereas I don't lose track and fucking any crappy symptoms fucking creep up on me and take me out in the process. Bear with me a second. Yeah, a few minutes to go over in Manchester. The women are winning 1-0 against them. What does this mean for us? Oh, we're above them by a point, but our goal difference is fucking superior. So as long as we don't lose, or even if we lose, they'd have to have fucking thumped Everton today. Man, that's not going to happen because I'm looking at the goal difference. Our goal difference is 48 to their 23. That's how superior we have been in that side of things. Manchester City have only got a slightly better goal difference than us in 52, and Chelsea obviously being where they are, 15 with goal difference of 59. Well, another stoppage in play. There's going to be a lot of injury time. I'm telling you, it's got to be the amount of stoppages we've had in this second half. Plus, taking into consideration the subs as well. Time's a kick-off there. I'm going to ask you guys now, because obviously you're in the chat, and obviously you're my regular viewers and all that, so you know what I'm going to ask you now. There's a good time kick-off for the Everton one. Everton game on West Ham Everton 4:30. So, would you want me to set up another? Do you want me to do another stream straight afterwards, the West Ham Everton game, or do I just go and relax for a few hours and come back for the Arsenal? I'm doing the Arsenal men's Arsenal game anyway. But being what's at stake at the moment for West Ham, and again I've got fucking cousin, my granddad and all that West Ham fans and all that, so got the connection there kind of in that sense. Come on, oh, go on, bit of space there. Get the unlucky again. The final ball gets taken out by the fucking defender. That's been a one thing today. We haven't that final. When it comes to terms of crossing itself, be it open play or corners, can never find that fucking final person. Cameron saying no surprise that Arteta went downhill when he sacked Dunberg because he was the last one at the club. I don't think he sacked it. I think it was him and Freddie had a fallout and he just wanted to piss off, but he didn't want to be involved in Mikel's bullshit anymore. And I think he also used, that's got to be a free kick. How's that not a free kick? Sort of from behind. He didn't even win the ball. Thank you, saying I think Arsenal. Just look at the goal team because I knew we were above them. We won because we won a few weeks ago. They lost the game. We had a game in hand, and they lost the game, and we won. Then we won our game in hand, so that took us 3 points ahead. And I knew we won last week, but I couldn't remember if they did or not. Was that last week? Was it? Or whenever the last game was. I thought it was only 3 points here, but I just looked at the table now. I think we're above them by a point. But I'd like to win. I'd like to see us score. We deserved it. Final game of the season, we deserved it. Again, the last block. We should be out of sight in this game. Completely out of sight. How? How is it still 0-0? Beyond me. I've just seen the league table. They've updated the league table on the app. We get it by a point. With results as they are, we hold on to third spot by a point, but our goal difference is far superior anyway. Just seeing how superior it is. That's mad. How the hell were they in a situation if that's the difference in that, as in the goal difference is that superior? So basically the three teams. I don't even know how much injury time we've had because it's not showing on the screen how much injury time there's been put on. But as I saw it, again the Sky Sports app updated the table and all that, and I've just looked at it now. And it's absolutely, as you said, 48-23. And how the fuck would United's women's team that's in a position where they could get Champions League football with that? When you look at the difference and the goal difference and all that of the actual top three as it is. So rightly so, the top three, the Champions League teams next season, the ones with the superior goal differences, are going to be a Champions League team next season, rightly so. And again, it shows the fantastic work that Joe's done anyway. But again, it shows as well that how the football philosophy style that Joe's integrated into the women's team here, as he took over, how it's benefited us massively. And I hope whoever's in charge of replacing him in terms of hiring the next head coach isn't going to be another the equivalent of an Arteta situation. Go on, the keeper comes out. Of course, it is a free kick to them. I'm going to say, fucking. So I check. Yeah, I don't think he did actually sack. I think Freddie just didn't agree. I think with this, I don't think he agreed with the appointment in the first place, and he's just to not cause any upset at the start off when Arteta was hired. He stayed on for the rest of the season. As soon as the season ended, within days, wasn't it? He was gone because I think honestly he didn't agree with it, and he weren't going to stick around and see what was happening. And the fact, as I said earlier, adding to the equation, he was royally fucked over by the Cronkies and how they went about things last season when he was interim manager. Joey's leaving. Yeah, he's leaving. He's going back to because obviously what's happened with COVID and not being able to see his family for the last year, his kids and all. He took a mental fatigue on him. Basically, mentally, he took it a lot out of him. He wants to see, rightly so. Nothing against him. Not a bad word to say about it or about him and in general. He's done fantastic for the women's game from Arsenal's perspective. And good luck to him. But yeah, he wants to spend time with actually sees kids and his wife and all that. So you can't hold that against him. And what that tells me, what that tells me is if COVID hadn't come along and this was what's been happening wasn't happening, he wouldn't be leaving. He'll be staying put. This is going to finish 0-0, isn't it? I said it. I thought we would fucking eventually score a goal and finish 0-0. I know we hold on to the Champions League spot anyway, but still, it'd be nice to end the season at home on a win. Again, his last league game in charge as well. It would have been a nice send off considering we started the season at home with a 7 or 8-0 win at home to Reading. I think it was something ridiculous. I think again the start of the season up till October. I think it was October when we played Man United away. I think we lost 1-0 that game, but all the other games up till then we were battering the teams 4s, 5s, 6, 7s, and 8s. I think one game was 9. It was actually ridiculous. I think is that it? Full time? Yeah, full time. Aston Villa are staying up. We've got Champions League football next season. Big up Joe is in the chat. Join us in chat. Yeah, 0-0. Arsenal women versus Aston Villa women. Last game of the season at Bournemouth Wood, and it's just finished as you've come in. And it's finished 0-0, which means Villa obviously stay up. They know they're staying up because Bristol City lost, but also because of our superior goal difference. Anyway, but we finished third, a point ahead of Man United for their final Champions League spot. So, in one respect, next season, as I said, I'll be covering I'll be covering the women's game a lot more than I have done in previous seasons, or this season in general, basically. Adding that content to the channel and all that, covering all the women's games live. We'll actually have some Champions League football to cover next season, but on the women's side. Again, thank you, and again, massive thank you to Joe for doing that, because again, mentality and what he's done to for this side in this club at the time when he came in is fantastic. We've literally got a few. We've got the FA Cup to play for now. That's all we got left for the women's side of it. If we can, because of that was put on hold. Sorry, back in the lockdown, start of the lockdown, the last one, and as I just got up and running, got through to the next. We just played last round recently. We've got through that, so in the next round we've got Liverpool, I think it is, or something like that. I'm going to double check on that in a second. It's obviously finished. I was going to say. So yeah, hopefully we can put the cup run together, get to the FA Cup final, whenever that may be, and yeah, hopefully we can win that, go and send Joe off on a high. Because I think we got to the League Cup finals under his rate. He's the last few years that he's been at the club. We fell short on penalties, not last year before, against Chelsea. We got the final last year as well against Chelsea. I can't remember now. And then this year we got knocked out early in the group rounds of the Continental Cup. I think the thing is we actually won. It was against Tottenham. We beat them on penalties, but because it wasn't won in normal time, we didn't get enough points to get us through to the proper knockout rounds as it was. So yeah, but the FA Cup is FA Cup. I mean, that'd be not only securing Champions League football for us next season, Joe, but to go out on a high and win a piece of silverware as well. That would be absolutely fantastic for him. He deserves it. But as I said, I hope the club, whoever's in charge of hiring the next manager or head coach of the women's team, don't fuck it up. Please don't fuck it up. Don't undo all the work that he's put into this. Okay, now. Hay fever. Yeah, don't undo all the fantastic work he's put into this, because that'll be that square one basically. I'll just be pissed off with it. Depending on some streams. Oh dear. Actually, I will be reaching out to further Arsenal supporters that do what's the women's team, the women's game like myself, for them watch-along, for them streams next season. We'll sort it out between now onwards, basically during the summer. So we're ready to go, ready and ready from day one, basically. And yeah, as I say, give the women's game and Arsenal, in particular Arsenal women, the credibility and the audience that they deserve. Let's be honest, they deserve a far bigger audience than what they do get at the moment. And Sky taking it on next season gets to an extent, but they're only covering the 35 games they're covering next season. It's not when you look at it, isn't really a lot. It's like what it's only slightly better than the current deal that's coming to end at BT. But you know what? It is what it is. Oh dear, bear with me a second. See how we're doing for this. 11 likes, 1 dislike, and we've gone up into 1,703. Yeah, 30 something. Yep. I've actually, even though our game's finished 0-0, guys, I've actually enjoyed doing this watch-along and watching, not just engaging with you guys and having, as always, having a chat with you guys and all that about the game itself and the men's side of it and all that as well. I actually enjoyed watching the football that was on display today. Far better than watching the men. I mean, actually, again, even though it's nearly everything on the pitch, they gave everything from the first minute to the end, and you can't fault them for that. That's what I'm saying. I don't expect Arsenal, in terms of the men's side of things now, or in general, I don't expect Arsenal men or women to win every game. But as long as they leave everything on the pitch and literally, I don't mean leave everything. I mean leave it, every blood, sweat, and tear on that pitch by full time. They've shown they tried and they cared. There's nothing I can complain about because they've left, as I said, they've given everything then. But when the men's side of it at the moment aren't doing that, that ticks me off a bit more. That's slightly bit more. But it is what it is. On the plus side, we've got Champions League football at Arsenal next season. On the women's side, secured it by a point. And I can't believe the fucking goal. I knew we had a good goalkeeper, but bloody hell. But again, like I said, begs the question: how Man United's women's team were in this position of having a chance of having Champions League football? When you look at how superior the goal difference was between what is the top three, Chelsea, City, and us, and then they were there fourth, and they're like 20, the goal difference was plus 28. Then Man United, and Arsenal had plus goal difference of 48. Man City was 51, and Chelsea was 59. It's mad. It shows how competitive as well. The fact that everything was up for grabs on the last day of the season, league-wise, in terms of the title, Champions League spots, the relegation battle and all that. That shows how competitive that league, how the standard of competitiveness it is this season, has been this season. And I think next season's going to be massive, extremely competitive. And we are going to see next season Man City. Man City and Chelsea finish the season one defeat each. They're going to have at least 3 or 4 defeats to their name next season, like everyone else. That's going to make the league even better, especially when you look at how long they've been professional themselves compared to some of the teams in and around them. Fucking phone. Oh, there's back in the chat one sec. Yeah, exactly. So Staffo's agreeing with me in the chat. He says, yeah, he has thought exactly the same when watching the women's game compared to the men's game. The standard has improved in the women's game massively. It's only going to get better now, especially now the coverage that they're going to get to an extent with the Sky deal, whatever that is, 30 at least 35 games Sky are going to cover in the league side of it. That's not including obviously Champions League. What they're going to be showing the Women's Champions League games and the FA Cup and the League Cup and this, that, and the other. Or Continental Cup, sorry. They're going to get more covered, and the standards are going to get more high because the demand is going to be there. This again, from an Arsenal perspective, our women's team has been fucking on point for fucking decades. I mean, Vic Akers, former Arsenal kit man, the men's side of it was over 20 years was the Arsenal ladies manager. And he's winning league titles after league titles, FA Cup after FA Cup, and League Cups. And as I said, in 2007, he led the women's team to a quadruple, the only quadruple that's ever been won in England on either side of men's or women's game. He won the league, he won the FA Cup, he won the League Cup, he won the Champions League. We're still the only English team in the women's game to win the Champions League. But obviously, it was called something else back then, but they've again rebranded it to be. UEFA came along and went, actually, no, we'll call it the Champions League now. Years later, but yeah, we were the first English team to do it. Obviously, Chelsea have got a chance to join us I think next week. When they play Barcelona's women's team for the Champions League final, they've got a chance. But we will always be the first. And yeah, but we've always been, going back to it, the Arsenal women have always been to a set standard. We've always been competitive. Fucking, That was about nearly 30 odd years plus. Basically, since it's been formed, we've always been competitive in that side of things. I mean, we dropped, and I said, in Joe's first full season, we won the league. Unbeaten. The final game of the season, beat Man City, the team that was second, they're also unbeaten. We stopped them from going unbeaten. Then two unbeaten teams, just the one, that was us. Obviously, last season, everything that came along with COVID and all that, and the guesswork that the people in charge of the league did in the end decided we won the title based on guesswork last season. We couldn't defend it the way we wanted to. And right again, like I said earlier, rightly so, Chelsea earned the right of being champions this season because they've played all their games and mathematically they've done it. Even though it's last season, obviously, they've still done it. So congratulations to them. But we'll see them again next season in the league. And I fully expect my girls, the women's team, to go for it and give Chelsea, the women's Emma Hayes and her team, the run for their money. Yeah, that's going to be interesting. I'm going to do covering that, sorting that out now. How we're going to cover it next how we are covering it next season onwards. And once I've got it all in place, you guys are going to be the first to know about that. And I can't wait because again, it's another string to the bow of this channel, but it's also at the same time giving coverage to the women's game the way it deserves to be. Getting the word out there more. Again, like I said, I enjoy watching them compared to the men's team at the moment. Celtic won a quad treble. To be fair, there's no competition in Celtic in Scotland at the moment, so it really can you really count that? Quadruple treble. No, fair play to Brendan Rodgers, obviously doing what he did and all that, and then getting that last treble win, finishing off Brendan's work that season. All things start falling apart there in the last 18 months or so. Oh dear, but with that, I'm gonna go now. Go have something to eat. Have me. No, I didn't like that. I did not like that. Ow. It's For anyone that hasn't had their COVID jab yet, when you go to have it, have the jab in the arm that you don't write with, as in. So if you're left-handed, have it in your right arm. If you're right-handed, have it in your left arm because your arm is going to be fucking sore for a good week or so afterwards. You won't even be able to sleep in it either. Like when you're sleeping, you'll wake up in that way. Jesus Christ. But yeah, I'm going to go have something to eat, top up my meds, and be back later around 6:25 with the guys, myself, Melvin, Russ, Warren, and Gary. We're all coming back later on for the last 4 games of the season with the men. That's just what the game. Men's side. I want the season to be over. If I wasn't having this channel, obviously wasn't doing what I'm doing, I wouldn't be watching the games tonight. But I owe it to you guys. The guys that you've stuck through this channel, you've stuck by myself and the channel this season, and gave me your time basically. And it's not fair on you for me to just go down tools for the last 4 games and just do podcast. I still do podcasts. Don't get me wrong. I would have still done that. But also, it's just content that you guys like and you enjoy. I enjoy engaging with you during the game as well and having a laugh with you. But yeah, we'll keep the momentum going in the sense of the watchalongs the last 4 games. Obviously, later on tonight, got Chelsea midweek. Going to throw a few of the Liga games in as well because obviously what's going off there. So how tight that is as well. Yeah, Stefan, exactly. I can't say what he said, but anyone that's in the chat or watches this back when the chat loads up, you'll see why I can't mention that on stream. I'll get in a lot of trouble with AdSense and all that crap and YouTube in general. trying to think now. So we'll continue that. Got, as I said, Chelsea midweek, and then we've got the following week, the weekend off, because obviously next weekend's game would have been obviously next Saturday or Sunday, whenever, but it's because Chelsea in the FA Cup final against Leicester are going to be moved forward quickly to this midweek coming, and then obviously we have the weekend off, and I've got to talk to Mark during this stream. Mark has messaged me about the quiz. It was going to be next Sunday, but he's messaged one second. Have a look what it said. Just sure I didn't misread it. Right. Yeah, it was literally me and Mike McDonald, aka the Quizmaster of this channel, for the Who My quizzes we've been having in the show for the last nearly a year. The year in June, July-ish. We've started doing quizzes on this channel because of lockdown and there's content for you guys. We was going to be next Sunday, but something's come up, so he's now looking into other dates that we can do. Hopefully, we'll definitely have a podcast in it, fill in the void as well. But hopefully, we can sort of put that quiz in over the weekend. That's either the other side of that next Sunday, or bring it forward a bit quicker, a bit earlier. Sorry. So get that back up and running, because I'm currently obviously, if anyone that's new to the channel, I'm currently the champion of the quiz of winning the last quiz basically that Mike hosted. I was going to achieve, but I got over the line. So I got that company. I got that, and then obviously the next league game was against after Chelsea midweek. Will be. We've got. It's an away game. I know that obviously. And then we've got Brighton in the last game. Crystal Palace. That's it, because Crystal Palace have moved from a weekend to a midweek, so obviously they can have fans at Crystal Palace. They'll probably lose that now. And then obviously Brighton a few days later, and amongst that, Albion, assuming the quiz that was in place next Sunday isn't rearranged in conflicts with the FA Cup final next week. I will also be covering the FA Cup final, doing a watch song for that, try and get some of the guys, a couple of guys on for that, have a bit of a laugh with you guys, and again, just enjoy some good football away from Arsenal and be stress-free in that sense, on that side of things. I'll also be covering, again, we'll be doing again, like I said earlier, Champions League watch-along as well at the end of the season between Chelsea and Man City. Again, for the guys on, try and field as much of the panel that we can get as possible and go from there. But until then, guys, I'll see you again at 6:25 UK time this evening. Enjoy the next couple of hours. Enjoy, because you're coming back for a stressful 90 minutes of football with Arsenal. Men's team, anyway. Women's team, no problem. Champions League, we've got Champions League football one way or the other. We've got Champions League football next season, but it's a women's game. That's where where it is instead of both. But you know what? I'll take it. But until later on, guys, enjoy the next few hours, and we'll see you later. And as always, up the Arsenal. Come on, you guys.